Well, hey everybody, how are you? Going to do a video today on his perfect timing. And can you know 100% that you should be in this particular field or what career you're supposed to be into? And it can be confusing, right? But this is how I found out was by diving into the field, by just, it wasn't really taking a chance, it was just exploring. There was no need to know 100%. I would find out on the job. It took, I would say, 6 months, 2 months to start feeling like I was grasping some of the things in the legal field. Now, I didn't start out as a paralegal. I started out as a receptionist slash legal secretary, and I was the gopher. I'd go buy office supplies and snacks and all that. I didn't mind that because it got me out of the office, but as my duties increased, and they increased rapidly, it was harder to leave the office and have enough hours in the day to do all the work. And so as I got closer to the 6 month period when I was supposed to get get a possible raise. It was never guaranteed, but I knew that I was working hard and doing a great job. So when that time came up, as I mentioned in another video, the one of the partners who oversaw all that and interviewed me in the beginning said he did not remember saying that. I don't really, I really can't tell you if he remembered or not, but it was disheartening. And so for me, I really felt that I needed to leave. Some of it was pride, some of it was I felt like I was being held back from learning more because my paralegal mentor told me it would take 10 years to be a paralegal, which is not correct, but that was her take on it. And so as I was learning, getting the lay of the land, understanding how this career worked, at the 7th month and at the 6th month, I was starting to look for another job. I interviewed at a couple places and then I was hired. I had a lot more to learn. By the 3rd year, 4th year, I felt that I had my legal chops in those areas of law. There were other areas I've never worked in. I've never worked in intellectual property, patent law, securities law, never worked in any of those. But I've worked in many other areas. But by the time I hit the 3rd, 4th year, I was feeling more confident. So as you can see, when you're breaking in, no, you won't have all the confidence in the world. That's normal. That the timing, there's no timing like the present. Do the best you can in doing your homework and learning from the videos I've posted right here on the YouTube channel. And visit us on Facebook if you want. Oh, by the way, there's a Facebook group called Paralegal Break-In. That is mine. And feel free to go over to Facebook and be part of that group. Just ask to be added and I'll add you, okay? And don't think that you have to know without, excuse me, without a doubt that this is the career for you. This is your exploration time. So we struggle with self-doubt that all revolves around our mindset and our beliefs in our abilities, that we are bringing abilities to the table. But sometimes we're worried about that, right? That we're not totally prepared. You'll never be prepared 100%. My recommendation is always, is this career right for you? You can find out whether it is or not by getting my book, Legal Break-In. On Kindle, it's so cheap. And or you can, if you prefer paperback, it's there. That gives you an insider's view. There were no books like this when I started out. It really did not, there was nothing to help me. So I went into it totally blind. You don't have to do that. Now, in 20 days from when I record this video today, the Paralegal Inner Circle class starts. So go to my website, Paralegal Coffee Talk. Lots of resources there, blog posts, podcasts, but off on the top in the menu bar, look at Paralegal Inner Circle class info and enroll on the wait list so that you get notified as this is getting closer to launch time. We're going to have a very good group, and then we have a private, very, very private Facebook group. Okay. All right. So the confidence builds when you step into your purpose. If you don't know what your purpose is, you're right on the money, because you explore to discover it. Sometimes we sit back waiting for it to be shown to us. Oh, I have to know. How am I going to know? You know by stepping out. And does that take courage? Yes, it absolutely does. And it felt like jumping off of a cliff. It did. And then went into it. You never know. An attorney may or may not take you under his or her wing. I experienced that in the first job, second, third job. Second job, fourth job, not so much. It was the first and the third job where I experienced that. So my thing is, you can never stop learning, and that starts to build your confidence when you give it your all, and you start looking at Google as your BFF, so you can look up things, that questions come into your mind. Of course, if it's about the field, you can ask me. And you can come to the Paralegal Coffee Talk page, or go to Paralegal Break-In Group and join, and then ask questions all you want, okay? So, there's a plan and a purpose for your life. God says so. He has a timing there. Sometimes we can rush ahead. Sometimes we can lag behind, and we don't know what we're supposed to do. Again, that's totally normal, but pray about it. Pray about what he wants you to do and trust him to show you. All right, so let me read something to you. God has prepared something. He has something in store for you. And in Ephesians 3:20, it says this: exceedingly abundantly above all that you ever thought or imagined. So trust him to show you this. But you have to, you receive not because you ask not. So ask God to show you. I had God deliver an answer to me about my health, about my career, so many times that I sat in the car before an interview saying, God, just show me if I should be at this law firm or not. Pray over everything. So just talk to him. We can't see the big picture, but God can. The one thing I would suggest, and this is what, when I saw in the Bible that David prayed for wisdom, I thought that was brilliant. Pray for wisdom in all the decisions you make, so that you will make the wisest. I had no one in my family in a paralegal job. I had two aunts in legal secretarial, one in legal secretarial, one in being an assistant to the judge, which they call a judicial assistant. I never called them and asked for advice. So I was very independent. So I just flew into it on my own. I could never be 100% till I went into it. I had to start moving in my own purpose and not what other people's opinions said about what my purpose was. Some people can see your giftings and what you're good at, but don't let them determine what your career path is. Nobody should be determining that but you and him. All right, so this is what Philippians 4:6 tells us. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and petition, meaning asking God, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Ask him. So in the past, I wanted to run ahead all the time or run away. And then I started to say, okay, you have a plan for me. I didn't know that before. Now I know it. Okay, please show me what that is. But you don't sit on a couch waiting for that. You don't stay in a job you dislike because you're waiting for that. You start to move forward and put your foot into that water and start going forward. So in what area of your life do you have to let go of the control to him and start trusting that he has so much more for you than you have right now? And I'm not talking in terms of moolah. of money. I'm talking in terms of being in that niche, in that place that is perfect for you. And there's nothing better, nothing better. So identify what you're trying to figure out and let it go, and then start moving ahead. So again, I hope that you'll join us so that you'll have more legal knowledge, more knowledge about how to apply for jobs besides legal knowledge in 50 videos on my website, not my website, in my class. And you want more information, then either come to the group Paralegal Break-In or go to the page Paralegal Coffee Talk on Facebook. Both are on Facebook. Or just go to the website paralegalcoffeetalk.com. All right, lots of resources there just for you, and over 300 videos right here for you that I have loved doing for you all. And any questions that you have, post below. Okay, we have for the most part, well, everybody in the Paralegal Break-In group it's for people who are not in the field right now. Okay, have never worked in the field. So that's a nice safety net for the people who are looking at this career to ask questions. All right. All right. So have a great day. Love being with you all. Any questions, comments, post them below. Love hearing from you. I'm always on the YouTube channel here talking with people. And thank you for being here with me today and our replay. And have a great night. And I'll talk to you in the next live. Okay. Bye.